what Meetup does is when an organizer steps down from organizing their group, they send out to everybody who's a member of that group that the group is going to close if somebody else doesn't step up
I've
to be
seen
an
that.
organizer. Okay. So I'm sitting in my office in my home, and I get this email from Meetup that says, if you want to save this group, it needs a new organizer. And there was a little button that said, click here for more information. So I clicked that button to get more information.
Oh my gosh.
And the very next page said, congratulations, you're the new leader for Women's Entrepreneur Secrets of Success. And I don't believe in coincidences, or I don't believe in, things just happening. I was like, I just kind of threw up my hands and, look to the universe and say, okay, how hard can it be to get a bunch of women together and have coffee once a month?
Yeah. That's kind of sneaky, but genius.
Yeah.
By Meetup, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and I almost clicked one. I'm sort of glad that I didn't now knowing this information. Yeah.
Well, there's a way for you to get out of it.
Of course,
I found out later because I have a lot of connections with Meetup now. And actually, the CEO, the former CEO that started Meetup, went to my high school in Homewood Flossmoor.
Okay.
So I had a conversation with him. He's like, yeah, that was our strategy.
Oh, my goodness.
Because if you looked close and you read the fine print, you'd be like, you don't really have to do this. But anyway, so... I started putting up my own parameters around the group.
Okay.
That we wouldn't be catty, that we would be kind to each other, that we would share resources, that we would support each other and allow other people to support you, because as women, we know that it's very hard to ask for help.
Yeah. And so you actually put out there the word catty and...
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Because that is sort of the stereotype of women in business towards each other and even just in the workplace. Is that I think women get that rap.
It's just not allowed. It's amazing to me that we make the rule that it's not allowed, and it almost is a relief to women. That they don't have to be that person anymore. We also don't allow selling on one-on-ones.
Okay.
So a one-on-one for Wesos might look a little bit different than other networking groups, because you're there. Yes, obviously we're entrepreneurs. I tell the ladies, I'm like, you can't talk about yourself if you're an entrepreneur without talking about your business.
Yeah.
And if you want to get to know somebody, it's really getting to know who they are, not about their products, not about their services. You want to get to know actually who they are.
Yeah, and I love the one-on-one concept because I always did that anyway, but I think people thought maybe I was weird. Like, why am I asking them to go to lunch with no real purpose or selling? It's just because I really just want to get to know you. I think you're interesting and want to learn more about you, and that was really it. So I like that you guys put that up front for people to have the one-on-ones.
Well, and it was born because I was getting tired of being sold to.
Yeah.
I was, and then of course, because I was tired of being sold to, I wanted to sell back. And then, then I would leave the meeting feeling smarmy. It's like, oh, I really wanted to kind of know where, this one girl I'm thinking in my head, I wanted to make sure that, I wanted to find out why she was here from Spain. She was, living in the United States from Spain, and we never got to it because she was too busy trying to recruit me.
Yeah.
So I just think that we have to get to that point where the authentic relationship shine
genuine
through.
connection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you take over the group, you put these parameters in, and this is
2012. So we started to take off in 2012. I did have a gal that decided to be a co-organizer with me. We came up with the intention, and I think the intention really is what sets the stage for the culture of Wesos. And before every one of our meetings, every one of our leaders, it's kind of a little bit of a meditation, but not really, goes into our Wesos meditation, or our Wesos intention. And our intention is we are a thriving group of women entrepreneurs committed to cultivating authentic relationships while providing ongoing mutual support and resources for growing our businesses.
Word for word, ladies and gentlemen. She did that word for word. I have it written down. That's amazing. But I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it really is, I want everybody to stop and remember why they're there. It's not just to pass a business card. It's actually to have a good time.
Yeah.
And B, to create some relationships.
And I have to even catch myself with the business cards because I come from a big four consulting firm, and I would literally be passing out business cards at family parties. So I have to check myself, and it's more out of habit, and that I do want to make the connection, but it just becomes transactional even if you have good intentions. So I like that you guys put it up front.
Right.
Yeah.
So, fast forward, probably after about a year, the ladies started to call each other Wesos, or they would call Women's Entrepreneur Secrets of Success Wesos.
Yeah.
And here's me, I'm like, what is that? Like,
You're like,
Gene.
oh.
It's a lot easier to say, Gene, you know. So I had that kind of relationship, and that was fine with me. But I kind of had a reaction when the ladies started calling each other sisters,
Okay.
because to me, I have 3 daughters,
Okay.
and I knew a little bit about the sorority scene at
Yeah,
colleges
yeah.
and how exclusive they can be.
Okay.
And how judgmental they can be. And sisters, I was kind of like, no, I no, let's not use that term. And there was no way I could stop it, Karen.
Yeah.
It was just, and I always say Wesos took on a life of her own.
Okay.
And I see myself as kind of both Denise, my business partner, and I as the guardians of Wesos, of
Sure.
making sure the culture stays what it is, making sure that we don't go off track, making sure it doesn't become somehow catty or
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah, but I like that you kind of let the market drive it too, because it should be driven by the consumers and the folks that
Well,
are.
there's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, well, it wasn't that.
That- yeah, you had no choice.
There was no strategy involved.
Yeah. Well, you could make it look that way now.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, I thought about it this
Yeah.
way. No, I actually didn't. But I started noticing around 2015 is that a lot of the ladies were taking my name, which I considered it my name because I
Yeah.
had been running this group for so long and paying for the meetup and all that. And saying, "Oh, we're having a Wesos movie night, or we're having a Wesos
Yeah.
this, or
You're
a
like, did I
Wesos
get
that."
invited?
I'm like, no, that's not Wesos. So I wasn't very business savvy. I thought that if I incorporated, people couldn't use my name.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So, I had a lot to learn.